Hello, my name is Echo, just in case you're new here. And this is Ash. Okay, so why don't you tell the internet a little bit about yourself as a human being?
My name is Ash Hardell. I am a genderqueer person. I have a YouTube channel, and the focus is typically LGBT plus education, but I also do other things. I'm really into, YouTube culture and community and stuff like that.
We also have, an audience right now, so it's gonna be beautifully weird. Do you guys want to say hi?
Hi! Just waved.
I know, we waved.
There's a lot going on. It's a very high-pressure collab.
These lights were stolen.
It was not Ash's idea.
Today I figured we could talk about audience curation, because I know that you have a channel that could pull in some negative comments from people who...
Because of our circumstance and our identity, we have different perspectives and experience.
Exactly. I want to kind of go over and define what audience curation is to you.
So curation is obviously a super formal word, right?
Yeah.
So I suppose that, I don't know, I've probably never used that word in my internal monologue when I think of this concept that is curation. I probably just say building an audience. And curation can be anything to anyone. But I would say typically audience curation is just building or growing or creating your audience, bringing people in. And sometimes you do it in any way that you can, and sometimes it's calculated, and you make specific choices in order to bring in certain kinds of people. It would be ideal if my audience was like a community.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And at least had respect. That's probably the bare minimum bar that you want to have in an audience.
To me, that's what a community is. Yeah, people who have boundaries with each other and etiquette with each other and love and support for each other. So what does curation mean for you on your channel?
Yeah.
How do you do it?
For me, I try and curate my audience in that I will try to kind of weed out the people who wouldn't necessarily be respectful. And I do that by just saying things that, personal thoughts. Sometimes I will just acknowledge non-binary genders just at random. A tiny little thing. And I lost, a small chunk of people left after I'd uploaded that video. I'm okay with them not necessarily consuming my content because I'm still letting them know, this is who I am.
So it sounds like that loss and that sacrifice is worth it to you. You're trading something. You're saying okay, so these numbers and these individuals will not consume my content, but what I get in return is I get like-minded people and people who I might want to be friends with if we were to meet, and people who act in a certain way that I think is...
Or if I want to bring someone who does LGBT content type stuff on my channel, I know that this is a safe space where you can be here and just speak and be yourself without having to worry too much about the kind of comments that get stuck in your spam thing on YouTube.
Well, we hear quality versus quantity all the time as far as creating content goes, but I also think it applies to curating audience.
Yeah.
I would rather have a quality audience than a large quantity.
Yeah, that's kind of how I see my audience. Is I'd rather have a smaller group of close people that I can relate to rather than people that I'm just kind of acquaintances with. There was a panel that I went to for VidCon in Amsterdam, and it was a small, medium, large panel. So the really big YouTuber was talking about how part of the reason that he has such a massive audience is because he does everything that he can to not push anyone away. And that because he was living in California, he had at some point after the election made a oh no, Trump won kind of skit kind of thing, and then instantly lost 100,000 subscribers and immediately deleted the video and just never talks about anything political or any kind of controversial anything whatsoever.
Yeah.
So he just makes his content for the largest audience that can consume it.
Which is fine. If that's your goal.
Some people determine that to consider that to be success, and
we all have different goals. Absolutely. Your goal could be to rack up the highest numbers or to make the most money. That person is succeeding at that. Great. That's not my goal.
Yeah. Personally, I want to build a more community. It's just part of audience curation is having to say goodbye to people and realizing that you have irreconcilable differences with a friend, and then just letting that friendship just kind of fizzle out and end for mutual benefit of both parties.
And you know, it stings. It's like no matter what, it stings when people leave you. That's just a human reaction to stuff.
Yep.
I like that in this video you're kind of like letting your audience in on the fact that they are being curated.
Yeah.
Because
It's a secret thing. It's because I try and do it in ways that it intentionally goes under the radar. So I will vaguely mention another YouTuber that I'm friends with, and it could be like a kind of controversial YouTuber that some people like really dislike, and then people who know that name who dislike this person, I'm just kind of letting them know like this is my friend and I care about them on a personal level, and if they can't handle that, then they'll leave. But the people who don't know that this like who this person is or that they're controversial, it just flies under the radar and they
controversial.
Yeah, I hate that word. It's just like it's something you don't notice, and it's something that I do like in tons of my videos, and that people just no one notices. So if you're still here, then we're probably very like-minded people.
Congratulations.
Yes.
So I realized we almost curate in like an inverse way. So you
Really?
like drop little like politically charged nuggets just to make sure you and your audience stay kind of aligned. So I can't talk too much about LGBT issues or gender issues or political things because otherwise, well, one, then I feel pigeonholed, like this is the only content I can make, and two, so there's two kinds of audiences that are really attracted to trans topics or trans content, and the two kinds of audiences are trans folks and trans allies and super transphobic folks. So if I only make trans content, I'm going to have some very polarized kind of like audience, and there'll be like a lot of like vitriol and clash, and I don't want that. And so I have to like be thoughtful about it, like the proportion of like LGBT content to like, I don't know, normal things like daily vlogging or getting my septum pierced or getting a tattoo or just like not LGBT things.
Stuff that's about like your humanity.
Yeah.
I feel like it's even more difficult for you because you have to stay on top of it, because it can like your audience can capsize real quick. Like it can go downhill fast suddenly if you don't make sure that
you can just get away from you.
Yeah. Oh, I do want to go through our spam comments.
Yeah? So if this is the first time like you're seeing me and me reading my comments is the first time you're like seeing a reflection of my audience, you're going to think my audience is wild. But just know that your held for review comments are usually the most extreme of your comments. So we're like peeking into like the deepest, darkest of my audience. And then we're going to peek into the deepest, darkest of echoes.
It's a good like juxtaposition. Like one of the reasons why YouTubers curate
You're
their
like
audience.
a light gray and I'm like deep midnight black.
Yeah. Should I go through mine first and just explain what like the worst comments that I get on my videos are and how I keep having to go through and approve these because they're not actual problems. I subscribed when I got home from my friend's house. She showed me your channel and we laughed our heads off the whole time at hers. I come home, ran to my phone, searched you up and subscribed. You're amazing. And then a heart emoji. So that can be approved.
Pretty dark.
Yeah.
It's like the love was too aggressive.
Yeah, see, it's not that bad. I love the washi tape so much. Every single video you make seems to inspire me. My favorite was the full background one. You look like the female version of Jesus. Okay, I accept that.
Do you want to search something bad, or do you just want to like leave it be?
I'm curious. We'll just look through yours really quick. I want to see some ones that you have, and then we'll go through and search some like potentially problematic phrases and see if anything comes up. I feel like it will.
I'll just speed read.
We'll see.
It'll be fun. It'll be a downer though, because like so we're bleeping in the video, right? But
have in mind this isn't like this is not representative of your channel or the people who actually like engage with your video.
Correct.
Like you probably will not see any of this stuff if you ever go to like.
You'll see a lot of are you a boy or a girl? But all right, you're a female. Deal with it. Non-binary is damaging. Jesus Christ, you are a wet dream for edgy preteens, LOL. Child abuse, yes, that's exactly what it is. Don't look surprised. I like how you act like they're attacking you, so you try to make a joke and hide the fact that you're really pissed. Middle finger. You are mentally ill, just straight in the heads, need help. I want to punch. Oh, this one's defending me. Whatever. Your mental illness is normalized in the new trend. You poor woman, do you need attention that bad? It's not about your feelings. Wait, so what the are you? Oh my god, non-binary.
So many of them are on like the
viral
video.
one. Yep, the viral video.
I feel like going viral used to be like an awesome thing, and now it's just like a curse.
I've never, ever met a YouTuber who's gotten on the trending page and has been like, it was great!
Yeah.
Everyone's like, I got on the trending page.
I had to turn off my comments for a day. I had to do
I
all
had to
this
make
stuff.
the video private. So that's like pretty intense.
I made a video, the last video that I had, it's got like 1.5 million views almost, which is really crazy. And it's like me going through my DNA history, and in that, so I'm kind of talking about like my race and ethnicity and like all of these different things, and how I'm like Hispanic and how it's, yeah, so people, that one, there's a couple like threads under that one that I intentionally avoided reading. So I'm actually kind of curious. Oh, the Native Mexican is still a Native American. South America was named the Americas before the North. So just like, you know, people trying
Getting
to
in an argument, yeah.
educate me. Agreed. Too bad there's so many hateful people here. Never mind, this isn't Hispanic. Never.
Okay. So
forget everything I said, you lying imposter. Man, you are saying racist things. Europeans don't even see. It's like mentioning any kind of like Hispanic history and like.
So like the one instance you talk about race, it becomes politically charged.
Yep.
And, yeah.
Yep. Okay, let's try an actual swear word. Let's try it. Yeah, let's see what comes up. I have the original Game Boy. See, it's like my comment section is not generally.
Echo actually can't find hate.
Why did so pale? Oh wait, I didn't know.
Why
this
did you
bitch
so
was
pale?
Why do I so pale? I don't know. This ain't Hispanic.
So yeah, so the only actual hate you
Yeah.
get is because of race.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's partially because this video like broke my.
Yeah, you got outside of your
it got
curated
outside
audience.
of- yeah. My comment section is not generally that bad.
I win.
Yeah. I remember when you used to be on Neopets. See, it's stuff like that. There's nothing inherently negative.
This is an amazing audience.
I'm so proud of you guys. You guys are great. And
Yeah.
that's also why I like having like you on here, because it's like this is also curating my audience. If like there's people who hate you, they're gonna leave now. That's so mean, but sorry if you can't handle like Ash. Or
That's
on my
nice.
podcast,
You
on
pick
my
me
channel,
over
then-
people who don't like me?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
call it there. We can end on a good note of like, hey, my audience is actually pretty good. Also, go subscribe to Ash because I would love to like boost the good people in your
Thank you.
audience.
We're gonna learn really cool things about Echo's identity on my channel.
Yes.
I'm really stoked about it. Do you want to
Oh,
learn
I
about
wonder
who
if this
Echo
is
is?
All right, so yes, this is Ash, and to subscribe to their channel, all their stuff is in links is on the channel. Okay, cool. See ya. Yeah, bye. I'm just babbly at this point. Bye.